Okay, good afternoon and welcome to today's NWCR's daily update for this Wednesday, the 13th day of May in the year of our Lord 2020. And now for what is going on. House Democrats on Tuesday unveiled their latest round of coronavirus relief legislation. From the Hill comes this one. The article was simply titled, House Democrats Unveil $3 Trillion Coronavirus Relief Package. Now, my idea on this goes pretty much again along party lines. But the problem here is, how are we going to pay for this? House Democrats on Tuesday unveiled their latest round of coronavirus legislation as they seek to put pressure on Republicans to start negotiations for additional measures to contain the pandemic's impact on U.S. workers. Remember the ruckus that they raised when Trump did this? House is currently expected to pass the legislation on Friday along party lines. The lack of GOP support will put the onus on Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democrat of California, and her leadership team to stave off potential reservations from progressives who have called for more expansive proposals to help struggling workers. The 1,815-page, roughly $3 trillion legislation is a grab bag of top Democratic priorities ranging from funding for food assistance, state and local governments, contingency plans for vote by mail in November. So they're working on changing all of the rules here. Another round of direct stimulus payments to individuals and hazard pay for essential workers on the front lines of this pandemic. The House Democrats' legislation is meant to serve as a documentation of their priorities heading into any future talks with Republicans in the White House, although most of its provisions are not expected to become law. We must think, we must think for the people now, because if we don't, it will cost more lives than livelihood later, Pelosi said during an address in the Capitol after the unveiling of the legislation. The House is expected to pass the legislation on Friday along party lines. And now to remove the liberal blindfold here, folks. One of the things we have to realize here is without the taxpayers, the government has no money. How many times does this have to be said before they realize this? And right now, with about 20% of the people out of work and a whole bunch more working less hours, the government wants to spend more money and more money. Why? To keep the nation locked up and the people at home not working? That's exactly where this is going. So where is this money coming from? I will tell you. The Democrats will take money from other places in the government, like Social Security. And don't laugh at me for saying that, because Nancy Pelosi did that already when it came to the last thing the demon brats wanted. Remember the impeachment of our president? Nancy Pelosi took money out of the Social Security funds, and that is the money that you and I have to depend to live on when you're retired. So she and the demon brats are spending money that is needed for people who have worked their whole lives and paid into the system so that they would have retirement. And folks, the things we have to realize here is Social Security is said to be going broke and will be broke in 5 to 10, 15 years. So I ask again, if no one is working or is allowed to work, where is the government getting its money? The problem lies in the fact that our academics are liberal to the core, and we will get, this whole idea that the government can just willy-nilly give us money at any time that they deem plausible to keep things the way they want them to. I'm sorry about that little split there. I went and forgot to delete something that for today's that was on yesterday. So that's why I started out with that one little bit. But the thing that we have to realize here, folks, is that what is going on here is the Democrats are working hand over fist, doing their best to make sure, just a second, to make sure that what is going on will fit their agenda. And what is their agenda, you ask? Their agenda right now is to keep America locked up, to keep Americans not working. Which brings us back to my original question. If Americans are not working, no taxes are being paid. If no taxes are being paid, where is the government getting its money? They're going to steal from other things that are there that are supposed to be used for other things, but are going to be used for this. These are things that we have to start realizing here, folks. Nothing in life is free, and when the government decides they're going to give us money, it's our money in the first place. It came from us. We have to remember this because the government does not give us money that we did not earn in the first place. But they're taking a lot of money that they did not earn in the first place. God bless America. God bless our troops. And as a friend of mine used to always say, we will not be ruled. This is Robert, the Infidel Guardian, reporting on this, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Have a blessed day.